Conan the Barbarian, Zenith Warrior, no princess, couldn't open the door. Because if she could open the door, she probably would have held her gun in one hand and dragged that man out of the car with her other hand. I mean, "21 years old, and that girl is just as big as her mama. Solid. Giraffe neck." Okay, listen. Past the race stuff, the cop just, I mean, he was casual with it. And I understand he's not he's not a medic. So his capabilities of helping him medically is limited. And then you got the whole thing about whether or not you should move a person with a bullet wound. And then you got to figure out where they even been shot to say, make an assertion whether or not you can even move them. So we are clear that it's probably not too much he could have done, but we are also clear that in a matter of life or death at best, you got CPR. Everybody got CPR. It's just a choice whether or not you do it. But it is the law that he is supposed to render aid. He did not do that. And I know that this is true. I looked it up because I want to discuss the other case with the other man, older man that I want to say was killed by the hands of the police when he was tased excessively, and they did not even try. And, you know, there was debate over whether or not he had a responsibility. And then people were saying, well, in Georgia, you only have responsible of lending aid to someone else. Like, not the person that is your, I guess, arrestee or someone you have in captive for custody, someone else. If you see another person fall out, but you don't have the burden to render aid to the person that's actually with you, that doesn't make any sense. So I had to look it up, and no, that's not true. Even when that person is with you and they're in your custody, especially if they're in your custody and care, you have to render aid. Because if you don't do it, who else gonna do it? You right there. You're supposed to be taught and trained the basics. So at best, this police officer had some emergency type training to know what to do when you find a person with a bullet wound that could be helpful to maybe preventing this man from dying. And he did not seem in a rush to help him at all. And when he got there, he really didn't do anything to him. He eventually, it looked like he started pumping on him a little bit, but I mean, with a belly wound, if you pump it, and they're probably bleeding internally, because, you know, a belly wound, that's usually a fatal wound. I wonder, I don't see how she could not give him a fatal wound up that close and at that trajectory. I just don't. If it wasn't the belly, it probably would have been the heart, or it would have been the head. Because that girl came up like she was a cop. And we know what cops do. Cops come to kill you. If they gonna pull their gun on you, it's to kill you. It's not to shoot him in the leg. Go get in his kneecap. No, that's not how this works. We gonna kill you. And she came, get out the car. Get out the car. I'm gonna shoot you. She didn't even say taser. Like, no bad. You ain't had no pepper spray. Like, none of that. Regardless, let's not get it twisted. My stance is and will always be, and I'm pretty sure other people feel the same way, she had no business bothering that person. Listen, I live here. Okay? Just like I told you, that same day I passed right by, them two cars intersected with each other. Police, all that still there. They hadn't towed him away yet or nothing. I just did not see his body, her. I didn't know what happened. I didn't know the man got shot. It be crazy stuff happen here all the time. And it be crazy people here all the time. And it being on the road here in Georgia is wild. Why that man got on that stand and said 3 accidents in a day is... he said he never seen that before. And he said, what, 19 years he been here? You didn't see it with your eyes, right? That's what you meant to say? Because, sir, don't get on the stand capping to the world about Atlanta traffic. Especially right there. They're right here at the airport, guys. They're right here at the 285. And he's talking about they were all congested. Listen, I've been driving trucks 12 years. And here in Atlanta, I don't know, 7 years, 8 years. So I know all about Atlanta traffic. And that's all you see, boo-boo. Accidents, crazy accidents, stupid accidents. Like, huh? Like what? Like, yeah. I don't know. You know, one thing is prevalent here. A lot of people think they race cars, including me. Okay, this Honda ain't no joke. And I likes that. And, you know, I had a BMW. So, you know, some of us is like that. And I'm saying us because I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no lie. I don't speed. I'm just saying, if there's an opportunity in open air, you know how they say air and opportunity, I'm gonna bust it wide open. And I'm talking about the car. Some of us is Ricky Bobby around this. That's just what it is, you know? So you see that a lot in Atlanta, but you see it in traffic, like heavy traffic. Like, woo. One of the biggest beefs in Clayton County, which is where this happened, was between what's the man that went to jail? The sheriff guy. He was but his biggest beef was with the car racing and all of that used to go on, because they, you know, they would just do it any and everywhere when they could have just went to the track. But, you know, some people get off on just, you know, blah, 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 all out in the open, you know, and a lot of people have cars that, you know, got some pep to them here. So they just pill out. You just never know. You could just be driving and somebody is just pilling out, and it's not only just that, y'all. I'm talking about maneuvers that are just like, whoa, this dude, it just takes one person to make a move, a normal move, switch a lane or something, and they gone. I'm talking about these people feel confident in a mile or two down up the highway. This traffic is just gonna be basic. All these cars right here, none of them is gonna make any sudden moves that is gonna bother me, and this is exactly how I'm gonna work it. I sit and watch it from my car. I sit and watch it from my truck. Now, we the biggest things on the road. We can see everything. We can see way down. Okay, we can see it all. And they do that in motorcycles too. But to see a car do it with such boldness, I be like, that's fucking crazy. But the way that I'm saying it's crazy, and this is just me, y'all. And I know you think it ain't right. And, you know, it's messed up to do that to somebody, because somebody could just for some reason, and you know people don't like these turns, they can just be like, okay, I'm gonna get in this lane and make a sudden move, and it's over with for a lot of people, right? But when I see it a lot, I'm talking about almost every day. If I'm going somewhere and I'm hitting the highway, at least one person is gonna do that. That's how common it is here. But you know, to me, it's impressive. It's impressive that, you know, they had the guts to do it, and it worked out perfectly. Like, that's got to come from some kind of skill. You can't say I don't know what that is, because I don't be out there with them doing that, you know, not even practicing or what. I don't know if they practice. I don't know what it is that they can determine how to swipe through all of them cars up the highway for at least about 2 miles, but they do it. And I see some, okay, you almost messed up there at the end. Especially when it's like on a short street, and it's like, you really shouldn't even did it like that. Like, say for instance, right now I'm on Camp Creek. And they'll do it on Camp Creek, you know, for a short little distance. But it's like, sir, is that even worth it? Because the traffic is way more unpredictable in an area like this, because people gonna be switching lanes and all that kind of stuff. So, but a lot of people in Atlanta are just aggressive. Like, they are impatient. Like, and that way too. I don't know what you driving slow for, but I'm trying to get off this road and I got somewhere to go. You don't got nowhere to go. Like you ain't, people will drive like they aren't trying to get anywhere. Okay. And that, I can understand how that is frustrating to a lot of drivers because it's highly frustrating to me. Okay. And, you know, we just want to go around and be on by their business. So, moral of the story is, there's a lot of accidents around here. Homeboy got on the stand and said he saw three accidents and it was congested on all three majors, and that was the first time he seen that. And I'm like, sir, okay, so you saw it with your own, let's make you a credible witness. Okay. We don't want to not make you a credible witness because you're actually somewhat of a key witness. So let's make you credible. That don't make you credible. Because if he's saying he never saw that before, that's a lie. Unless he's saying he didn't see it before with his own eyes, right? And I'm sure that's what he meant. I'm sure that's what he meant. It's still a lie. You know why it's still a lie? Because he did not go to all three of those accidents that day and literally put his eyes on them. He didn't. He said in court, that you get the thing that's telling me to turn right. They give you the updates on the traffic of where to avoid. Okay. So you avoid them, but you know they're there, and you gonna hear about it too. So seeing it with his own eyes, no. You think that man actually drove through all three of those accidents? No. Who's gonna do that? When you get the updates, this is Atlanta. You gonna make sure you know. If you don't know nothing else, you know what the traffic look like. Ask me what traffic look like anywhere. Okay, if that's somewhere I plan on going by, that's, yeah, I'm gonna know exactly what's going on. I'm gonna tell you every car that's there. All right. So he didn't go see those accidents with his own eyes. So he lied. And he did not never know that there were 3 accidents in one day in Atlanta. He is lying. So that is a lie. So is he credible? Because we can go by over more of his testimony, but y'all watched it. I don't get that kind of time right now, but later. I mean, he's just trying to make it seem like it's not common for there to be accidents, and not only that, crazy ass accidents like what we saw with her and him. That's why I was like, how in the world did they do that? You know, that I find myself asking myself that question a lot if I didn't actually see it. And you see how they ended up. And then you ask yourself, like, how did that fool get over here, over there, over there? This whole thing about her jumping the median. I really don't know what to say on that, because first of all, she's in a big ass Jeep. She can Dukes a Hazzard anything with ease if she wanted to. And if you're a hot pursuit of a guy, then that's nothing, right? But what median? She's chasing him, so they coming from the same place. What median? The median from the other side by McDonald's? Because that's the only median over there. That's the only median over there. Actually, this is where they was coming from. Yeah, and so McDonald's would have been on the left at that time. So he would have had to make that left turn. Her defense attorney is, listen, y'all, if y'all knew, you got to pull up the map of that area. Pull up the map of where they were coming from. He would have had to make the left turn to go onto Riverdale Road, the lane that he was in when they had the accident. I want to say they were in the lane, which is now a turning lane for the Village on Riverwalk, right? The only median there is the median that separates from where he was on this side from traffic going this way. And then the McDonald's is right here, which would be across the street from him. He was directly across from that McDonald's, right? And so they were initially coming up from, I forgot the name of the road, but they were coming up that road, which would be to the right side of McDonald's. So he had to make a left at that light and come around to be on this side of the median, right? On this side of the median, but going that way. Okay. Hope I'm not confusing y'all too much. So there's a median dividing the traffic. Now, if you look that up, I don't really see. Okay, people, I saw some comments in the live. People were saying that she's hurting him more than helping. The defense attorney is hurting more than helping, and I'm gonna say a hard yes on that. But this is gonna be actually a good trial. I didn't think it was, but with this lawyer, yeah. To jump that median, why would he bring that up? That's to me weird, but I gotta wait and see what he's trying to do. It would not be in her best interest for him to bring that up, because you really pushing to us to understand fully that woman was in hot pursuit of the man. You gotta be in hot pursuit of a man to jump the median to get to him. How can you not be the aggressor and be very dangerous to that person when you jump in the median to get to him? So why are they still trying to call for self-defense? I don't know. Listen, that woman would not be in mediation with the DA over a plea deal a day before the trial starts. Or second. Did it start yesterday, technically? The day the trial started? I'm not sure. I gotta go back. However, this close. If your lawyer know that because if your lawyer like, I could beat this, I got a definite out for you. This plea is too high. Like what they're offering you is too high. You don't want it, because remember, it was life. Okay, life. I'm talking about when the judge from the movie with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence hit that thing, he said life without parole, baby. AKA, let's skip the trial and do it. And you know, the audacity of this girl, honestly, y'all, just to first of all do what she did, and to secondly try and say, oh, he shot himself with my gun. First of all, any of us would feel horrible, because first of all, he didn't do anything directly to us. Secondly, let's be clear, baby. Let's be clear. Because I'm a truck driver. Okay? I know I don't look like it, but trust me, I look like it. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna let that one go over your head. I'm just still flabbergasted. His truck was in bad shape. Now, we don't know how bad of a shape it was in before him and Hannah got into it, but I'm thinking all that damage mostly came from the hit with the truck, right? Even after hearing them testify and say his truck was so bad, they thought it was total, like he couldn't go, but he got in and he went. And this is what makes me more about this, you know, because my thing is 12 years I've been driving trucks, y'all. I'm here to tell you, just like any other truck driver gonna tell you, if you think that's some quick money, you sure on the matter? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you really that? This ain't no Ezel falling out in the store. We can settle out of court for $20. No. Don't let these lawyers on TV, these truck chasers, get to your head. Don't do it. Because you causing an accident with a truck could be you causing the deaths of many people. A truck is just like a train, and I'm going to leave it there. There's no way that you are safe hitting a truck. There's no way. The fact that man was able to get in his truck and drive off, It's an older Dodge. We can tell. So they built for tough, sort of. So I can get the Dodge driving off. I get it. But, you know, he survived and he wasn't banged up. I'm going to tell y'all, right then and there, to me, he blessed. He blessed. And the Almighty came and put his hands on this man and said, go get your medicine. Go get what you, go keep going, my child. Go do what you got to do. Because when you run into a truck, I done seen some things. Okay. Beheadings and all. Y'all remember the case recently with the guy who stopped his car and the guy was driving fast and erratically and, you know, he let him go because he wasn't black. Yes, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it because y'all act like it don't got nothing to do with race. Everything. All right. But he let him and the girl go, and right up the street, they went under a truck and it decapitated them because that's what happens. Between your vehicle and the truck, you don't win. You don't win. And you, most of the time, do not come out alive. And it's bad. It's faces of death bad. Okay. The truck must have been standing still at a light or something. That's the only thing I could think of as to why this man survived. But the fact that he did and was able to still go on so he can get what he needed. And for her to come and interfere with that and then end up taking his life. To me, that's a special kind of evil. Not just her parents. We love our children. Yes, we do. But I will be devastated if one of my children did, right? Still love them. I would be devastated. I would not be so bold and insensitive to come on TV and be like, yeah, but, you know, my daughter didn't do this. It was not because of her. It was not at her hands. Especially by now, you know that that man was having an episode, regardless of why he drove off. Because you could just be batshit crazy. Or you could just be bold like that and you just having a moment. You just want to, you know, be a vigilante. That's okay too. It happens, right? But it's not, I'm not paid and trained to go get you. It's not my job to do that. And listen, from my perspective as a truck driver, you just hit a truck and you able to drive off. We're going to let you live. We're going to let you rock. Because there's a reason why you were able to drive off. That is not common. It's not common. And I'm pretty sure, and that was his daddy's car. That's an older model truck. So I'm pretty sure that body was steel. Which is what that truck is. You know, with all these little plastic cars we got around here. I don't care if we had an old school car, honey. So let's not even get it twisted. These four-wheelers, okay, four-wheelers, aka cars, are no match for a truck. All right, it takes us football field lengths to come to a safe and reasonable stop. Okay, the timing on that had to be just right. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Truck drivers know what I'm talking about. And they know that this makes this case even deeper. The fact that this man hit a truck and it caused significant damage. What year is that Dodge? It's got to be 80 something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up because it's. And he lived. That's one of the best shots you got. First of all, it's a truck, so it sits higher, so it's less of a chance. Listen, a truck is gonna come, depending on where your car sit. You know, it's gonna be at least midway your door or to your door. You're not budging nothing up under there. You know, the little plastic on the side, yeah, you might hit that, but when you hit that frame, the crush, you gonna crush, which ends up, you know, getting to you. And that's, you know, how you get decapitated and everything. because you're not gonna move the truck. You're not gonna move the truck. I say, you're not gonna move the truck, baby. You understand what I'm saying? And a truck can hit somebody, run over somebody, or somebody can hit a truck from the back. That's 53 feet behind me, not even counting the length of my own truck. I don't even know what the hell going on back there. People see trucks, and they keep going and they like, oh, she was trying to get away. What the hell? This person don't even know what's going on. Matter of fact, we can't even see you. What you doing? We can't even see you. From a lot of angles, right? Can't even see you down there. We can see all the way up the damn highway, all right? Pushing 80,000 max, but a lot of times it'd be more than that. Okay, depending. I'm just saying. Okay, past 3 years I've been. It's just really, it's no competition. Okay. So the fact that this man was able to drive away still to hopefully get what he needed. I don't know where he was going. I don't know what he was trying to do. I don't know what type of mind frame he was in. But it being in a diabetic coma, you're close to death. Okay. And it would be interesting for me to know how that impacted his death. I probably shouldn't bring that up because we don't want to get him nothing. Because you know how they do with the whole George Floyd thing, and I'm not even saying either or on that, but I mean, that one is simple. I don't care. I fucking, if y'all say the man died from fentanyl poison, then good. That's what you feel. Okay, you slow, you fast. I don't know, you brilliant, I guess. Or you just Forrest Gump. Dodo bird ass. Because, I mean, Candace Owens' documentary was great. There's a lot of things in there we needed to know. But her biasness towards Chauvin and against, what's his name? George Floyd. It's not surprising to me because although I like a lot of Candace's content and stuff, I still see that mindset she has, I don't like it, but I can understand how she got that way, if that makes any sense. Sometimes when people have a certain kind of life and they're just been exposed to certain kind of norms, then your madness is unacceptable to them, and they ain't giving no sympathies for it, And some people feel like if you're a bad person, okay, if you're a criminal, then you get the Rodney Dangerfield your ass. No respect at all. So it would be hard for a person like that to see how it is not okay what Derek did. Do I believe this man was I guess criminal? Yeah, because it's just proven, right? Do I believe he was a druggie? Yeah, because it's been proven, right? Okay, cool, we there. Do I believe that him and his boys was up to no good that day? Did they have drugs on them that day? And they were scared when the cops came, and he ingested some of those drugs to try to hide it? Sounds about right to me, right? And that would also explain a lot of his erratic behaviors too. He probably was overacting to get away. He probably was overacting to get away and because that's how he do with the cops. That's his show. That's his thing. I believe all that. Okay, was he extra? We all know the man was extra. Sandra Bland was extra. And who was more extra, him or her? Dang. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. Because although I don't agree what Tommy Sotomayor said, right? But I do agree with what Tommy Sotomayor said. That white man ain't never been talked to like that before in his life. They women don't talk to them like that. Black people grow up being used to being cussed out and talked to like a damn dog. And she talked to that man like a dog. Okay? She couldn't physically do nothing to him. And she already was like, why is you stopping me? Like, she had to. I don't know what was going on with her that day. But she wasn't happy with him for stopping her. And we all get it. Nobody wants to be stopped by a cop. But Sandra was wrong, just like George was wrong. We can definitely say that. She went all the way in on that dude. Was he a bit much? Honestly, him asking her to put a cigarette out, she should have put it out. That's my opinion. Because, sis, he's in your area. So your smoke, I know people smoke when they upset, they nervous, whatever. So I know at her, she's a smoker. She felt like